Hi everyone, welcome to Sunrise Stretch. My name is Amber Lankford. Thank you for joining me today. For today's stretches, we will do most of these standing. At the end, we will be on the ground. So if you want and you don't already have a yoga mat or some soft surface rolled out, I recommend either rolling out your yoga mat or moving to a softer surface. But to start, we will be standing. So I want you to stand with your feet about hips width apart. We're going to start with our arms first. So I want you to lift your left arm out. We're going to have our palm facing down towards the ground. Our right hand is going to grab our hand, and we're just going to pull our palm until it faces our body. We're trying to pull those fingers back as far as we can. Our left arm is staying nice and straight. We're just getting a little bit of a stretch down our forearm here. So we're not pulling into any pain. We're just getting a little stretch. Good. Go ahead and release your left hand. We're going to flip. So our palm is now facing the ceiling. Same thing. I want your left arm to stay straight. Your right hand is going to grab that hand, and we're going to pull our fingers back towards our body. We're now just stretching the opposite side of our arm, keeping your left arm as straight as possible. I want you to pull your shoulders down away from your ears. One last deep breath here. Good. All right, release your left hand. We're going to do the same thing on the right. So right hand reaches out, palm is facing the ground, left hand grabs, and we just pull our fingers towards our body, keeping that right arm nice and straight. For our breathing, I want you to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. One last deep breath. Good. Go ahead and release your hand, flipping so our palm is facing up, grabbing and pulling those fingers back towards our body. Right arm stays nice and straight. Deep inhale and exhale through your mouth. One last deep breath. Good. Go ahead and release your hands. We're going to lace our fingers together in front of our body. Arms are staying nice and straight, and we're just going to lift our arms up until they are shoulder height. And then I want you to actively reach those hands forward. Imagine that you're trying to pull your shoulder blades apart. So your shoulder blades are moving away from your spine. Upper back is rounding, and we're reaching our hands away from our body. One more deep breath. Keeping that lengthening position, we're going to reach our arms up all the way overhead. Reaching tall to the ceiling for one more deep breath. Good. Next, we're going to keep those fingers laced, but we're going to walk our feet out, and we're going to reach over to one side, trying to make a C with our body. Lengthen through that spine, reaching over as far as we can. One Next deep breath here. Go ahead and bring your arms up and reaching over to the opposite side. Same thing here, we're still lengthening, trying to make that nice C shape. Try to get a little bit more range of motion with each exhale. Good, go ahead and bring your arms back up to the top. Release your hands, bringing your arms down to your side. We're gonna keep our wide stance here, feet facing forward. And all we're gonna do is we're going to bend at the waist, hands reach down to the floor. We're reaching as far as we can. Once you've gone as low as you can, I want you to relax your neck and let your head hang down. Our legs are straight. You should feel a nice stretch all the way down the back of your legs here. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Trying to let gravity pull you down, getting a little bit lower with each exhale. From this position, I want you to turn and reach both hands towards your right foot. If you need to, you can turn your right foot out a little bit more so it's in more of a 45-degree angle instead of straight forward. We're still inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our mouth. One more deep breath here. Good. Go ahead and walk your hands over towards your opposite foot, reaching for that left foot now, trying to get as close as you can. Taking those nice deep breaths, just trying to relax. Remember, let your head just hang. You don't need to hold it up. I want your neck relaxed. One more deep breath. Good. Go ahead and walk your hands back to the center and slowly come on up to a stand. Good. Feet are going to stay nice and wide. We are going to stretch our inner thighs, our adductors next. So I want you to lean your weight over to your right side, bracing your hands on your knee. Your right knee should be bent, and we're just keeping our left leg nice and straight, stretching that inner thigh. We're only going as low as we can without any pain. You should feel a nice stretch. If you need to, you can have a chair or your desk in front of you, and you can brace yourself on the back of your chair or on your desk as well here. The deeper you go into that side lunge position, the more of a stretch you're going to feel in that inner thigh. Good. Come on up to a stand and shift your weight over to that left side now, sending our hips backwards, getting deep into that lunge. Right leg stays nice and straight. Remember, you can brace your hands on the back of a chair or on your desk as well. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Trying to get deeper into that lunge with each exhale here. Good. Go ahead and stand back up nice and tall. If your feet are facing forward, I want you to turn them out slightly so they're at more of a 45-degree angle instead of straight forward. And we're going to bend both knees now. If you can, I want you to rest your hands right on top of those knees, actively pushing those knees outwards so we are opening up our hips, sinking low. Same thing here. If you need to, you can do more of a plie and hold on to the back of a chair. I get more of a stretch when I rest my hands right on my knees. This way I'm actively able to kind of press them back and open up my hips a little bit more. One more deep breath here. Good. Come on up to a stand once again. Last thing we're doing in this position is we're going to take our hands, reaching them out, so we're making a T. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to reach down, rotate, and reach our right hand towards our left foot. We're just adding some nice rotation through our spine here. Our left hand is reaching up to the ceiling. One last deep breath. Coming back up to a stand, hands are out in our T, and now our left hand lowers and reaches for that right foot. Our right hand is reaching up to the ceiling. Inhale through your nose, and exhale through your mouth. One last deep breath here. Coming back up to a stand. I want you to lower your hands and bring your feet in together. For our next exercise, we're going to be stretching our hip flexors. So if you're able to, I want you to walk over towards a wall. You can also use your desk or the back of a chair for support here as well if you're not right next to a wall. But we're going to take our right foot and we're going to take a step backwards. Our hands are braced on the wall for support, and we're going to shift and press our hips down and in, sinking into a nice lunge position. Our right leg is nice and straight. We're getting as low into that lunge as we can. Our chest is up, and we're taking nice deep breaths here. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, sinking lower with each exhale. One last deep breath. Good. Come on up to a stand. We're going to switch sides. So now our left leg steps backwards, keeping it nice and straight. We're going to sink our hips down and forward. Our chest stays up, getting lower into that lunge with each exhale. If you want a little bit more of a calf stretch too, reach your left heel down and press it into the ground. Two more deep breaths. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Good. Bring your feet together. I want you to stay close to your wall, chair, or desk. We're going to stretch our quads next. So I want you to take your right foot and I want you to actively curl your heel up towards your glutes. If you're able to grab your ankle, I want you to grab your ankle and pull that heel as close as you can. If you are not able to, but you have a chair or an elevated surface next to you, you can rest your foot on that elevated surface and just press your hips forward. For both of these, we want our hips nice and flat. That will add to the stretch. One more deep breath. Release your right leg. We're going to switch and bring your left heel up, grabbing hold of that ankle and pulling your heel as close to your glutes as you can. Remember, if you cannot grab a hold of your ankle, go ahead and just rest your shin, your ankle on an elevated surface and press those hips forward. One last deep breath here. Release your foot. We are now going to transition down to the ground. So from here, I want you to have a seat. We're going to be sitting up nice and tall. I want you to bend both knees, so our feet are flat on the ground. We're going to lean back so our chest is a little bit closer to the ground, and we're going to take our right leg, lifting it up. We're going to cross our ankle right on top of our knee, and we're going to open up that hip. So I want your right hand, if you can, to press on your knee, trying to make more of a number 4 with your legs. If you don't feel much of a stretch back here, walk your hands up. The more upright our chest is, the more of a stretch we're going to get here. So if you can't, you can walk your hands back farther. That will reduce the stretch. Walking them up and sitting up nice and tall, we get a little bit more of a stretch. One last deep breath through your nose and exhale through your mouth. From here, I want to get a little bit of rotation. So we're trying to drop our right foot down to the ground, taking that left hand, grabbing a hold, and we're just going to rotate and twist to the right. Relax out of that, bringing both hands down to the ground. I want you to uncross your legs, shifting so we're back to our starting position, both feet flat on the ground. We're going to lift left leg up, crossing it right on top of our knee, walking our hands up as far as we can. Chest stays nice and upright. Opening up that hip. Trying to get as much external rotation as we can. You should feel a stretch kind of in that outer hip area here. One more deep breath. Lowering our legs, reaching that left foot so it's flat on the ground. Right hand is going to grab our knee and we're going to twist and rotate to the left. Taking deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. One last deep breath here. Releasing our arms, so placing both back on the ground and uncrossing your legs. You're going to shift over and turn so we are on our hands and our knees. I want you to make your legs into a little bit of a V shape here. So your feet are together, your knees are wide. We're going to drop our hips down so our glutes reach for our heels. And we're going to walk our hands out into child's pose here. We're walking our hands out as far as we can, rounding our back, letting our belly fall between our legs. Your forehead can rest right on the ground if you can reach that far. Taking deep breaths. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. I want you to gently rock side to side. Our hips and shoulders are just gently rocking. One more rock side to side. From here, I want you to lift up and transition so you're on your hands and your knees. I want your hips stacked right over your knees and your shoulders stacked right over your wrists. If this position is painful on your wrist, you can also go on your fist here. What we're going to do is we're going to take our head and we're going to look over our right shoulder. We're looking for our feet, trying to make a C shape with our spine. From here, once we've gone as far as we can, we're going to return to center and then look over our left shoulder, trying to elongate our spine, looking for our feet, and back. We're going to alternate 4 times in each direction. Once you've gone as far as you can, you're going to switch and look over that opposite shoulder, lengthening through your spine, opening up your side body here. We're still taking our deep breaths, inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our mouth. Last one. Good. Go ahead and drop your glutes down to your heels. We're just going to quick take our right arm, crossing it over our body. Left hand pulls our elbow closer to our chest. We're just stretching out those shoulders really quick. If this is not a comfortable seated position for you, go ahead and maneuver yourself so you're in a comfortable seated position. And switching sides. Left arm crosses over, right arm pulls our left arm as close to our chest as we can. your arms. Go ahead and give me one big shoulder roll back. Feel free to slowly come on up to a stand. Thank you for joining me today. That is all the stretching I have for you. I hope you feel a little bit less tension and ready to get right back into your day. Hope to see you all next time.